what are some common mistakes that you've seen people make in marketing, if you just had to call out maybe 2 or 3?
Well, I kind of mentioned some earlier. I will say we spend a lot of time being obsessed with the equipment. I think some of it's the manufacturer's fault. Obviously, everybody loves that co-op money. So, of course, we have to have pictures of that unit there to make sure we have that brand there. And that's great. But mix it up. Make sure you keep it real to the people and you make sure that you're selling the destination, not the plane. Be careful about that. Keep it balanced. In addition to that, I will say one of the common mistakes that people do, and it happens a lot, is that people will buy lots of PPC. They won't do the research on it. They'll spend muku bucks on their pay-per-click ads and stuff, and yet they will not have the capacity to answer the calls that come in. And it is a sad thing that you have to make sure that you're not letting calls go to voicemail, that you're tracking all the phone calls that come in and they're answering them. And yet I run into a lot of people whose eyes are bigger than their stomachs and they end up wasting quite a bit of money down the drain of leads that just went nowhere because they didn't have the capacity to even answer on the spend. So whatever you're sending in, it's not getting picked up, kind of similar to the lawn story I told earlier. The fact is that if you're not able to answer the phone, you're missing business. And that's a huge investment there. I think your CSRs are kind of just as important. Obviously, they're a little easier to come by and easier to train, but it's a huge investment for your company to make sure you're able to answer that phone when you do have leads. People just want to be able to connect with somebody and not be put on a list or put on an email and not get responded to. We are too much in the instant gratification age to be looking at business that way.
Awesome. Well, that wraps everything up for us today. We've hit on so many awesome points, and it was just a joy chatting with you today, Colleen. So thanks so much for joining us on our CompanyCam mini-series.
Thank you for having me, Claire. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. See everyone on the flip side.